Haven't we all had instances where we've been comfortable, content, happy, things are going well, and then the bottom falls out? Like, it's unexpected. It's a spontaneous eruption. What the heck just happened? It feels like a setback when it's happening. But trust me when I tell you, in most instances, it is a setup. Today you'll hear the testimony of my brother, Andrew Foster. Oh my goodness, it is such a great reminder that our steps are ordered even when we don't realize it. God is working behind the scenes, making all things work together for our good. I'm Claudia Parker, and 5 Minutes of Faith is starting now.
I'm Andrew Foster, owner of Men's Room Barbershop, entrepreneur, and investor, and I'm here on 5 Minutes of Faith with Claudia Parker. I'm cutting hair. It's the 4th of July. I didn't even want to work on the 4th of July. I actually had talked to the owner of the shop to not work that day. And he was like, listen, man, it's going to be really busy. You should really consider coming in. It's going to be a lot of business, and then you could have the rest of the night to yourself, but go ahead and consider coming in. And so I was like, okay, you know what? That's cool, because I don't really want to do anything to the night anyways. There was a domestic situation that broke out, and it was a pretty big situation, and the owner needed everybody to leave. But however, I'm in the middle of a haircut. I'm literally in the middle of putting a star in this kid's head. His mom's sitting there waiting to get her other kid's haircut. I've got about 4 or 5 clients waiting on me besides them. And I was just telling them, hey, it's cool. You guys can go ahead and leave. I'll be more than happy to take my key and close the shop as I'm leaving. And he wouldn't take that as an answer. He was like, listen, I've asked everybody to leave. That means you need to leave. And, it's your spot, but it's my shop. You need to respect what I'm asking you and take your things. And I told him, I said, hey, man, I don't respect this. And if you ask me to leave now, then there's not going to be any chance of me coming back. I'm just going to leave. I put all my things in the car. My clients got in the car with me. I told them to follow me to my house. And I'm riding there in the car on the highway on the way to my house thinking, man, what am I going to do now? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? So, we get to my house, we set up, and I just started cutting hair at the house. Well, cutting hair at the house is interesting because it's a lot of traffic. It's a lot of traffic that comes in and out. And then you don't know what kind of people you got in your house. My family's there. It's a safety concern. My only feasible option was to take the clients that I was now servicing in my house and to move them into my garage and service them there, which led me to get on Facebook Marketplace and look for equipment, which led me to Pedro and Men's Room Barbershop that happened to be closing down, and he was selling everything out of the barbershop. But he said not only was he selling everything out of the barbershop, but that if I wanted to acquire the barbershop on contract, that was also an option. When I was working for other barbershops, a lot of times people they don't really want to hear about inspiration. When you talk about your dreams and your goals and what momentum you might have, people that don't understand the way that God works or the power of God and your vision, they kind of they want to dim it down. So not only did I acquire a barbershop, but I acquired a home for other like-minded individuals to come and feel also at home. In the back of my mind, I had the faith that everything was going to be all right. And I believe that even though I did not know what was going to happen, God manifested the seed of faith that I have to amplify what I thought to be possible. God just put everything together much bigger than I could have imagined or really saw with my own vision. So for me, somebody coming from, losing my mother in 2008 to being a 29-year-old young Black business owner is just indication that it is always possible. And I feel like the bigger that your expectations for God are, the bigger that the things are going to come that He will grant you. The fact that I'm in this position lets me know how limitless God is.